25.24 is scheduled to be the final patch of this season, and it is going to be a heavy champion-focused patch with 5 champions buffed, 7 champions nerfed, along with 1 rune change. This patch is scheduled to go live this upcoming Wednesday, December 3rd, so let's get you guys completely caught up to speed with every single change. And with the season coming to a close, if you want to rank up the fastest, there is no better place to be than skill capped. First, start with any of our fundamental courses like macro, wave control, and trading to boost your general game knowledge, then dive straight into our brand new Season 15 courses from Coach Rogue and Coach Chippy, along with our newly updated Jungle Clear course that covers the fastest clear for every single jungler in the game. And it doesn't stop there, as every single week we upload 10 brand new full game commentaries where our challenger experts teach you how to climb out of the exact rank you are stuck in. We're so confident in the quality of our content we have to offer at Skill Cap that we do not hide away from anything and offer you a 5-division rank up guarantee. Climb at least 5 divisions while actively using Skill Cap or get your money back, no questions asked. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below and get your rank climb accelerated today. So the one rune that is going to be changed for this patch is Bloodline, and it's going to have its lifesteal per stack increased from 0.4 to 0.45%. So this means at max stacks, you'll now receive a 6.75% lifesteal instead of 6%. So nothing necessarily game-breaking by any means, but it's going to provide a small indirect boost to a wide array of ADCs, along with Yorick and Urgot. Braum is on the buff list for 25.24 as his base health is going up from 610 to 630. Passive post-stun damage on attack is going up as well from 20 to 40%. So considering Braum has already been a pretty solid melee support in recent patches, he is going to be a candidate for the best melee support in 25.24 with these buffs going through. Nasus is going to have his base health increased from 631 to 650, and his Q damage is going up from 35 scaling to 115 to 40 scaling to 120. So a small boost to the early game of Nasus, which shouldn't really do a whole lot, but he'll be slightly more competitive. Sejuani has not been a meta jungler for solo queue in such a long time, so Riot has a ton of changes planned for 25.24. Q cooldown is dropping by 1 second at all ranks. Q mana cost is going down as well by 10 at all ranks. Q AP ratio is up from 60 to 75%. W mana cost is dropping from 65 to 60. W1 AP ratio is going up from 20 to 30%. E AP ratio is being increased from 60 to 70%, and then R cooldown is being reduced by 10 seconds at rank 1, by 5 seconds at rank 2, and will stay the same at max rank. So if anything, top lane Sejuani actually likes these changes the most. There has been a Rylai's Rush build going around on Sedge top recently, so that's going to get better with these changes. Jungle Sedge players almost always go full tank, so the ratio buffs probably won't matter for her in the role, and our overall look is that she won't become significantly stronger as a jungler. Now, if you're in the lower ranks and you want some free elo for end of season, then start queuing mid or top and play Swain. Swain is now buffed for a second patch in a row, which is honestly kind of crazy because he's been performing extremely well. But since nobody plays him, Riot just continues to buff the champ to try to get players to notice. Passive heal is what's buffed for this patch, going from 3 scaling to 6% to 6% flat. Q max first on Viktor may become viable in specific matchups for 25.24 as his base shield on the spell is going up from 115 to 140. AP ratio on Q shield is up as well from 18 to 25%. E max first will still very likely remain the best because the wave clear it offers is just too good to pass up on. But even if you go for the standard Q max second, you'll still be getting a bit of additional durability for the mid game with this change. Mundo Jungle has gained quite a bit of popularity recently, so he is going to be nerfed with his Q max health monster damage going from 350 scaling to 650 to 300 scaling to 600. There's a nerf to Shadow Assassin Kayn on the way, with his passive damage amp dropping from 25 scaling to 45% to 20 scaling to 40%. Kha'zix is going to receive a nerf to his W damage, with the base going from 85 scaling to 205 to 75 scaling to 195. So just as we moved Kha'zix up into the jungle OP tier over the past patch, he likely is going to be dropping down to the S as a result of this nerf. There are 2 Master Yi Nerfs being issued, with his base health going down from 655 to 640, while 80 growth is dropping from 2.8 to 2.5. We have 4 different Mel Nerfs in the works, with her E base damage dropping from 60 scaling to 240 to 60 scaling to 220. E mana cost is going up from 50 scaling to 70 to 50 scaling to 90. E damage over time DPS is down from 16 scaling to 80 to 16 scaling to 56, and E damage over time linger duration is going from 0.75 seconds to 0.5 seconds. So Riot has stated that Zaahen is going to be nerfed for this patch, but they aren't quite sure how they want to nerf him just yet. We should have the nerf information in time for when our 25.24 tier list goes live, so we're going to be sure to update you guys in that video with what the changes are looking like. Now, on a side note to that, if you are looking to pick up Zaahen and you want a thorough introduction on how to play that champion, then check out our collaboration guide we made with Riot, and we're going to link that in the top right-hand corner of the screen right now. Zed has had one of the fastest jungle clears for a long time, so Riot wants to slow it down just a bit in 25.24 as they're nerfing his passive monster damage going from 200 to 180%. Okay guys, one last thing. Our rank up guarantee is absolutely insane. It's kind of like signing up for the gym and then just getting a refund if you don't get ripped. That's how confident we are in Skill-Capped. We obsess over making the best guides with the top players, the rigorous testing, and top tier video editing to make your climb as easy as possible. If you're ready to level up, just visit skillcapped.com and literally see the difference. So that is going to wrap up everything for this one, as those are all the changes that are going to be hitting live servers for 25.24, which is set to drop on Wednesday, December 3rd. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.